We were going to end up building detectors today that we could see events at the level of one. We could literally see an event rate that was as rare as one recoil event every ton per year. Then I would have said you were insane. But actually, we're going to do it. We have worked, on technologies, and an enormous number of people have been enormously inventive, and we figured out ways. And we think with these types of machines, with these types of detectors, that we'll be able to finally and actually, this is, we hope, fairly pessimistic. We think the event rate will be somewhat higher than this, but we can match this one. And then lastly, and I say this sort of a pleasure. When I became a scientist, I really thought that I would spend most of my time, doing sciencey things, the stuff in the lab that I really love. But I can tell you the damned reality of science now is that you end up being, for significant periods of your career, a glorified project manager, well, glorified fundraiser, a tart, whatever you want to call it, general whoring yourself through Washington trying to get the money, and then you turn into this project manager, where you're expected to be a bloody expert on how to put buildings up, knock them down again, rearrange them, craft them in an image, and then for a period of a year or two, you get to do the stuff you really like, and then it all starts again. And in fact, these days it all happens sort of overlapping, which means one day you're trying to raise money, and the next minute you're worrying about project management, and then you're maybe getting a chance to talk to somebody who rumors that somebody who's actually doing a bit of science. But it's unfortunately just a consequence of the scale. These are not huge experiments, but they're large enough to mean that we have some fairly sort of basic civil engineering problems to solve. Anyway, I still hope, as I say, 10 years from now, maybe I can stand up in front of you and actually explain to you how it is we finally managed to capture this particular elusive particle. Thank you very much.
I think in the interest of time, we'll take a break. If you have a burning question that you want to ask Professor Gaitskell, you're welcome to come up. Or we can also let him have some of our snacks too, for a change. So we'll take a break for a while, and then
sounds good.
Glenn will grab you back here, and we'll have our meeting.